this way. Okay. Okay. And share. Twitter. And tweet. And we should be good to go. Hey, Smudge. Hey, Mrs. Smart. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Mia. Hey, Vegan. Hey, Ashley. How's everybody doing? Hey, Jonice. Hey, Deanna. Or Dina. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Lily. How's everybody doing today? I feel like this needs to come down. I don't know. I feel like I'm off center. I feel like I'm sitting in my chair weird. Hopefully my chair's not crooked. Otherwise, Nick's going to come for me and say my chair's crooked. Hey, Melzy. Hey, not another housewife. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Feline. Congrats on nearing 3K. I know, isn't it crazy? Like, oh, what are we even at now? We're at 2928. That's just crazy. And to think that at the beginning of the year, I was only at 200. I think maybe I'm just sitting in my chair crooked. Maybe I'm crooked. Oh my God. I'm crooked? Oh my God. Maybe Nick was right overall. Maybe my bed's crooked. Hopefully Nick didn't hear that. Hey, Mel. Hey, Kate. Hey, Angela. Hey, Sarah. I know this is very late, but I wanted to say thank you for wishing me a happy birthday on Paige's Twitch a while back. She's saying to me, oh, no problem, Sarah. When's part 2 coming? That video was short. Well, the original video that I had planned was a lot longer, but I cut out a lot more of the live stream. It was kind of just repetitive stuff, but I'm like, if I leave too much of that live stream in, I'm probably going to get a copyright claim for it. I mean, won't doubt if I get one. But I wanted to make sure that I could just, speak on as much of each section that I put instead of just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Camera angle. I know, like the desk could be crooked. My computer could be crooked. And Nick thinks my head might be crooked. We need to start a fund for green screen equipment. Ashley, I am trying to get a green screen, but they're like sold out everywhere. Like all like green screens are sold out. Like webcams are sold out. Everything is sold out because everybody's at home locked down. So do you sit on your feet like me? Mel, I used to in my other chair, but this one has like kind of like little side like flaps on the side to like prevent me from doing that. One pillow is high, making it look same. See, and I tried to fix the pillows too. I don't know. It's just a mess. Don't even give me the time to compliment. What, Jamie? Hey, Karma. Every time I see you, I'm going to want to just call you Champagne. Hey, Tempest. I'm with a neighbor kid here with my daughter, and they're driving me crazy. Oh, maybe the foundation's crooked. It could be, Aaron. It could be. Hey, Death Sky. I hope you're doing well, too. Hey, B-Rad. Hey, Rox. Hey, Dev. Hey, Jennifer. So did everybody get a chance to watch the video? I know I literally just put it out 30 minutes ago. The background is beautiful. Oh, thanks, Chloe. See, I have a little plan for my background once I do get the green screen. Hey, Nessa. Hey, American Princess. I I was trying to type up a good comment, but I only got 3 sentences because you went like, oh, sorry about that, Jamie. Just get a level out and check your desk. Oh yeah, I could get a level. That's a good point. Saw some of the video. Okay, perfect. Yes, just finished. Sorry. I was shocked and honestly, like, if that was my kid, I'd be livid. Any of you download the live I re-uploaded? Jamie, yes, I did download that. Yes. I did not see the video or get a notification. Okay, well, the video was demonetized. Not surprised. So I was assuming that not a lot of people got notifications about the video. Yes, just watch. Perfect, just watch. Halfway done when I got the notification. Just watching the video. Can't wait for part 2. Perfect. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Nana. I'm nosy. What's the idea for the background? Well, I mean, once I do that, like I could technically put like whatever background that I wanted behind me, but I literally just recorded the room with like nothing. Like I moved the chair out and everything and just recorded the room. And then that way I could literally just put that up on the green screen so it doesn't look like anything changed. But I would also be able to then like slant it a little bit so then maybe the bed would look level. Hey, you live and learn. Hey, is it Fatima? I thought this was Thorn York. I don't know what that means. Sorry. The fact that parents think that it's okay for that's okay. And a 6-year-old too. Shouldn't you leave yourself open to be criticized for sake? Yeah. I mean, it's just a mess. There's like obviously if you haven't seen what's going on, like if you didn't see Trig's live, if you didn't see Jamie's live about the situation, there's just so much that's going on with the whole mess. Always make sure to check it on Trust YouTube notifications. Yeah, I also posted it on my community page too. So that way you'd get a notification about that on the community page. I was watching your video. Okay. Sorry I interrupted you. My bad. But I was like, well, I felt bad about not doing my Tea Talk Tuesday last week. And then this week I postponed it to not take away from the movement on Tuesday with Blackout Tuesday. So then I pushed it to Thursday. And then I got a message that literally said, "Are you doing your talk today?" And I was like, oh my God, I literally forgot because I was recording the video. Because I planned on doing like recording part 1, and then I was going to stop and record part 2. And then tomorrow I'll record part 3. That way I could get them out. Because obviously nobody wants to wait a week in between parts. But I'll just have to record part 2 after I get off work tomorrow. Maybe I can get both part 2 and part 3 out and recorded and then just release them one after the other and like in just over 2 days. Hey, vice versa. Yes, thank you, Kate, for reminding me. Wait, you're making videos? Gotta go, must be first. Oh, vice versa. I already have the first video up. The first video is up and done. Hey, Cheryl, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. Hi, straight from your video to a live. Yes, Gail, we're just doing it all today. Doing it all. I did see that you just posted a video, Vice, about Teresa Romer. Right. I mean, the notifications never work for this app. So does anybody have any questions or anything about the video or anything? Yeah, she's fun. Oh, yeah. Well, she's something, Vice. Definitely she's something. Notification on YouTube are a joke. Oh, 100%. 100%. Just watch it is very good. Thank you, Chi-Chi. By the way, if you use Karma's receipts, I collect them and I have more coming. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, like I'll obviously credit you for any clips that I use from the video that you re-uploaded, as well as Vanessa, there we go. I was having a blank. I was like, wait, yeah, okay. For the video. So well, TT video was a bust. Yes, that live was a bust. Rumors are guilty pleasure. She's fun and gives you so much to discuss. True. I mean, you could probably make a video off of every single one of her videos because she probably does something stupid in each video. Is Trigger stopping his live tomorrow? Mia, I'm gonna assume no, since he literally like deactivated his entire channel. I don't know if anybody like has tried to go to his channel or anything, but his entire channel is gone. You can't even search for it. How did you break it all down? Lots of it's some your seat skiing. B-Rad, yeah, it's a lot. That's why I was like, I got to do this in 3 parts. There's no way I can do this all in one. Don't worry. TBA, they're not going any. Oh, yeah, teacher who took accountability for nothing. Nope. Let me know if anyone was talking about me. Drama parody, the only thing that was said in the video about you was that Will sent Reality's information to you. Hey, cats meow. At the end, what Ali said was not 100% because that was Carmageddon 3. Oh, nice. It was a bust. I learned a lot. I mean, we did learn a lot in that video. We learned a lot about Ellie. That's all that we learned. Hey, Bree, how are you? Ellie's done videos before. Oh, yeah, okay. Didn't he delete his channel? Yes, vegan. I mean, he could have just deactivated his channel. I don't know if it's 100% deleted. I don't know how long it takes for something to come off of Social Blade. So if it's on Social Blade, I wonder if it means it's still there, but just deactivated. So I don't know what the protocol is for that. Whereas if somebody deletes it permanently, if it would delete Social Blade permanently. So I guess time will only tell. We will find out tomorrow if he reactivates his Twitter. His Twitter is, as of right now, just deactivated. It is not deleted because you can still search for it and it pulls up his profile. But if it was completely gone and deleted, you wouldn't be able to find anything. I'm not sure what he thought was going to happen, to be honest. Spill the crap on your ex-friend, but then own up. Exactly. Like, you got to own up to your own stuff, and he owned up to nothing. But again, I mean, we'll go into more detail that in his video. The info is irrelevant because it was heard out. Yes, Drama Parody. The only reason that I put it into the video was because Ellie brought it up into the video and was trying to say that Will was trying to dox you. That's why I brought it up. And then I included the screenshot from Reality in the comments saying, no, he did not. No, Will did not dox me. Within triggers know how to crop out what they've said in messages. Oh, 100%. Teacher was assassinated Ellie's character. And that was the entire point of his life, not to own up to his crap. Like, stop crying and waste your time. Exactly. Like, he just wanted to make himself look better and say, oh, we were manipulated. We were manipulated. But then she was doing the exact same thing. So it's like, you guys just can't place the blame on each other. First of all, you're both adults in your 30s. You make up your own actions. You choose what to do. You decided to look into, that's inaccurate. Drama Parody, that's what she said in the video, that Will sent Reality's information to you. That's what Ellie said in the video. Who the hell leaves a dislike? Who the hell disliked that? Oh, Lily, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch. But yeah, like, you're full-grown adults. You choose what you say, you choose what you do, and you guys chose to think that this 15-year-old was not 15 and believe it. Like, if you have a problem with somebody's tweets, you should, like I said, be reporting them and move on. Like, the fact that you are like, well, I'm going to look into it and investigate this person is just ridiculous. I went to T Trigger's live, heard him rant, heard his wife crying, and some chatters mad at him, and clicked out after 60 seconds. Oh, and like the tears on command in that live are just insane. Block and move on. Exactly, drama parody. Block and move on. But the fact that she's like, well, I investigated everybody who was underneath that thread. Why are you spending all this time investigating people underneath this thread? Like, if anybody shouldn't be investigating the people underneath this thread, it should be here for the tea. Why did you here for the tea let Ellie do all that regarding people? Exactly. Like, hey, Marie, Ellie, here for the tea completely co-signed Ellie doing that thread too. Like, she knew about it. And it's come out that basically that thread was a lie, and it's even more of a mess. And they basically accused multiple people of being in charge of that account, which left multiple people to leave the internet. The tears real, in my opinion. I mean, drama parody, they could be, but they came and went real quick. But I don't know. I mean, the fact that they were so upset that they were getting called out, you were the ones that did this. You were the ones that tried to investigate a 15-year-old child. Why would you ever think that's okay? And all of them were okay with it until this information was made public. Like, even though they had a quote unquote falling out, they still sat on this information. They were completely fine with it. And then Ellie released it because T Trigger and his wife released information on Ellie. So she was like, well, you know what? If they're going to attack me, I'm going to turn around and attack them, because that's what you do as a full-grown adult. Is Ellie now finished? Just split all the tea. Mia, I have no idea. Her channel is still up. Her Twitter is down, but her channel is still up. That thread indicated anti-Semitic activity. However, there's no proof behind it. Yes, 100%. Like, there was some anti-Semitic things in that thread, 100%, but there is no proof behind the account. I mean, for all we know, Ellie could have been behind that account herself. Like, we have no idea who is behind that account. Uncontrollable crime. 1 minute, the next she was write us a 9-piece. I don't know what that means. Why do you have to let all do all this investigation, put everybody against each other, and why are people still fighting here for the tea when she no longer posts YouTube videos? Claire, that's a great idea, or great question. I mean, Here for the Tea does not post YouTube videos, so like, she does like Instagram stuff and she's on Twitter, but I don't know why everyone feels the need that they need to go and fight Here for the Tea's battles. She is a grown adult who can take care of herself. Like, there's no reason to have this entire squad fighting your battles for you. Here that he blocked me. I don't know why. Very strange. Oh, Nessa, I haven't even checked for her. I don't even follow her, so I'd have to go and search for her to see if I'm blocked. I have a serious question. Not being rhetorical messy. Why do people make this huge deal when people are looking into Danielle Kahn? Like, 30 videos on her when they're growing. I think, Jamie, between the difference between Will and Danielle Kahn, is that Danielle Kahn put herself out there as a public figure. But at the time that all this was going on, Will was not a public figure. Will was just a person on Twitter. Will did not show his face. Will did not have a voice besides the text on the screen. So I feel like that's the difference. Danielle, to me, is more like a celebrity, versus Will is just a person on Twitter. So I think that that's like the difference. Because I mean, it's just like the same, like anytime a minor celebrity gets like arrested for drinking or for drugs or anything, I mean, they're reported on in the media. but anybody else usually is not. Okay, thanks for clarifying your views. Okay, I mean, does that make sense, Jamie? Like, I'm not saying that people should be making like 30 plus videos on Danielle Kahn. I know, like, I made one or two. I made one about the app that she said wasn't hers. But I don't know if I made it. I can't remember if I made a second one or not, but I like made like one or two. But that was her lying about an app. Public figure with parent permission versus child playing online. Yeah, 100%. There was no issues of conflicting information and how there's also issues of conflicting information and how sexualized she was. Yes, a lot of people were taking up the issue with her mom using her, I don't know, like using her body to gain followers and to get money. I'm so confused. Did they think this kid was Spill Sesh, or why did they want to look into him? So from what I understand from the tweets and from everything that's happening, they already found out who Spill Sesh was back in like November, December. They had already looked into all of Spill Sesh's information and knew who she was. So I don't know why they were like so convinced that Will was an adult pretending to be a teenager. It made no sense to me. 100% no sense. They just randomly started stalking a 15-year-old. Pretty much. Yeah, because they didn't believe that he was 15. So they thought in their mind, like, well, this will be okay because if he turns out not to be 15 and to be a 30-year-old man behind a keyboard using somebody else's profile, pictures of their profile, we're going to be regarded as heroes in exposing this person. But instead, the exact opposite happened, and Will came out on camera and showed his face, and he's like, look at me, I'm a child. And they're like, oh, crap. So I think that that's why they didn't release any information about this happening sooner, because they both look terrible. Hey, Chispa. It does make sense. I do feel as if Will is kind of a public figure because of T-Spill's constant promotion, of which I honestly disagree. I was unaware his face wasn't out there or anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, T-Spill like shared his information and she interacted with him and stuff. But I mean, him compared to Danielle is like completely two different levels. That would be like comparing my channel to T-Spill's channel. Like, but yeah, like his face wasn't out there until after all this happened. I'm so sick of people talking about Here for the Tea. It's a constant battle between people because of her. I agree, Claire. I agree. Like, she's not even a creator on the platform anymore. Like, I could see if people were like trying to battle for her because she was a creator on the platform, but she's not. So I don't understand why. Like, I don't get it. Wasn't a public figure. Nobody beyond the small community knows him. Danielle Kahn has millions of followers. Good point, Kat. You got a good point. Okay, thanks. I'm so behind. I don't know what happened before either. They had a falling out, but now they're caught doxing. It pretty much, Cheryl. Ellie is maintaining the fact that she was not doxing Will because she wasn't going to share his information publicly. Hey, Xylee. But if you ask me, why do you need to look into somebody's personal information unless you're going to use it for something? Like, there's no reason to look into somebody's personal information unless you're planning to, one, release it, or two, use it to blackmail or threaten them. Like, there's absolutely no reason to need to know anybody's personal information if they're behind an anonymous account. Like, when it was going on with T-Trigger and his wife with the whole Saya thing, and Saya sending them messages saying that somebody's trying to dox them, they sure did have a problem with that. But now that they're looking into information on somebody else, Oh, there's no problem with that. No, not at all. I've been so far behind the drama, but for the most part, oh, welcome, Jamie. How are you? Here for the Tea still does live streams from what I know, though she doesn't keep them up. I don't understand why people are so loyal to her. It makes no sense to me. Yeah, Smudge, she does every once in a while. I haven't seen one in a long time, and I know she does them on I think she does some on Instagram or Twitter too. I don't really know. All this over because they didn't believe someone's age. That's ridiculous. Yep, Cheryl, they did not believe that he was really a 15-year-old kid. So T-Trigger downloaded all of his Instagram photos to go through and dissect them to try to figure out if they were photoshopped or not. If that doesn't spell creepy at all, I don't know what does. Hey, Megan, how are you? Hey, caller, I didn't say hi earlier. Also have a 13-year-old whose daily vocabulary usage has been graded on a graduate level, so spoken word isn't a good indicator of age. 100%, 100%. And sometimes I can probably sound really, really smart, and sometimes I can probably sound really dumb. So, oh wow, that's just stalker. Tired you. Megan, same. I hear ya. Like, how much time does anyone have to do that? So weird. Well, Vice, if you saw my tweet from a clip from Ellie's video, she's got time. She literally says it in her video. I got time. You should have known that by now. Like, if that doesn't sound like somebody who constantly threatens people behind the scenes, I don't know what does. So I'm wondering if the whole like thing. Hey, Teresa, thanks for the video. Yeah, no problem. I gotcha. So maybe like the fact that her name is in line with Ellie is basically saying, well, you better be in line with me. If not, I'm going to find out all your information and expose it to everyone. Do they not have jobs and families? Apparently T-Trigger does. He works like with a communications company or something. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. Ellie, I'm not sure, but both of them do have families and children. I'm going to be honest. The way Will acted online, how would anyone not figure out who's actually 15? I know, like when the whole like unblock T-Spill thing happened and his account got suspended and he made a backup account and started spamming people with that, like unbanned T-Spill. Like at that point, I was like, Will, I have no problem with you, but I sure did put him on mute because literally every other tweet on my timeline was like, unblock T-Spill, unblock T-Spill. Hey, Cora. Don't worry about Jan Cheese. No one now. And she's burned all of her bridges. I don't know what's going on with that conversation. If you're a big reader, you generally have a large vocabulary. Smudge, all of my reading done these days is on Twitter. So I don't know if that's increasing my vocabulary or if it's a lowering it. I'm not even on Twitter. I can't imagine stalking Twitter all day looking for people to expose and harass. Me either. Like, I barely have enough time to be able to even keep up with all this stuff. So like, I don't know how people have time for these multiple group chats. All that. Nope. And how is it that and that's all we know about? Who knows how many people they've looked into and haven't been exposed yet? Oh, 100%. 100%. And the people who have been called out for being in those chats and have been proven to be in those chats have deactivated their Twitters and left. Like that screenshot in my video where I showed her talking about somebody's 6-year-old child, that other person that was in that video or in that screenshot has also deactivated their Twitter and left their Twitter. Like the fact that they think it's fine to be finding out people's full names, trying to get their addresses, finding out their TikToks, sharing their full names is just ridiculous, especially of children. Like, what are these people thinking that this is okay? It's not okay. I'm citing every single creator who has a moderator in their lives. Yep. Yeah, like, yeah, yep. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about that, because we know who's moderators and whose lives and who's been involved in this whole thing. So, I think all parties need to seek professional medical assistance. I mean, maybe they do need to sit down and talk with somebody. Grown-ass adults acting like kids, right? Well, Lily, maybe they're thinking like, well, we act like children, we can stalk children, because I think that that's the mentality that they have going. I think you should talk to You Live and You Learn about the sexual issue. You should be open to talk. Doesn't she mod for tea time? Yes, Shanoa, she does. Hey, Raphael. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier or not. Yes, many people have been fine with her. LOL. There's a purpose. Is there a purpose to that statement? She comes off as a sweet woman at first. I'm citing anyone with 150 bots following them and also buying engagement for validation. I don't know what that means. Not another housewife. That was the last tweet, or the last screenshot of conversation between Ellie that I showed them looking into somebody's 6-year-old child. I screened with their mods in their lives months ago how they attacked me on Twitter and trolled my every move. Yeah. Hey, Allie, how are you? Bye, B-Rad. Thanks for stopping by. Well, they're all made of match. Wait. Well, they're all. I can't read that right, Raphael. I am sorry. Mm-hmm. The community as a whole should be speaking out on this topic. No one should be silent on potential doxing of children. I 100% agree, Karma. 100% agree. I mean, nobody should be doxing anybody, period. Like, you know, we're putting ourselves out here on the internet. I get that it's going to happen. But when you start to go after people's children, there's a huge problem with it. 100%. Like, huge. Like, there shouldn't even be questionable. Like, I'm going to look into this person's child, or I don't believe this person is a child, so I'm going to investigate them and prove that they're not a child. Like, that kind of logic just doesn't make sense to me at all. 100%. I don't get it. Yeah, Tea Time needs to speak. Emily, Nikki did issue a tweet saying that they had no involvement in anybody's doxing. But as of now, that's all that I've seen. Hey, Rachel. And yes, leaving Allie's tweet at the end of the video was perfect. Thanks, Rachel. I thought that was a perfect way to end it. I didn't even do like my normal outro. I just said, here's the end, done. Doxing is general. In general, it's just gross AF. 100% agree, Susan. 100% agree. Hey, Zombie. How are you? Their walls were made of matches. Now they're burning. Bye, Felicia. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, and then I did see that people were bringing Miracle into the whole situation, like demanding that she speak. I figured that she would issue some kind of statement, and then she said that she wasn't going to, but then she did, because I did send her a message, and I was like, if I'm reading or understanding this right, apparently they were trying to recruit you, Miracle, and so I sent her that message, and she had no idea that that was even a thing. Like, so Yeah, that was messed up. She was not involved in Miracle. Yeah, like I don't know, like I'm like I need to go back through and reread that again. Like I'm not understanding why they were even trying to bring in Miracle to the conversation. Because what I understood, it seemed like they wanted to recruit her, but then Ellie said that she doesn't like Miracle doesn't like Ellie, according to Ellie. So I'm just confused. Unless they were talking about the other side was trying to recruit Miracle. Like I'm gonna reread it a few times and see if I can figure out the context of it because I'm not 100% sure what was going on. But the fact that they're like talking about like how they're going to recruit people, and she literally says in one of the tweets too that we're going to get into in her video that she wanted to be able to neutralize people. Like who talks like that? Like I'm going to neutralize this person on Twitter, or I'm going to neutralize this person on YouTube. Like that does not sound right. That is not how a normal person talks about other people. Like when you think neutralize, I think, you know, like take somebody out. Like YouTube stuff is crazy. Like the new gangs and fighting and all the doxing. Oh yeah, 100%. I think a lot of people who are friends with Trig were shocked by this. See, and I don't know, Kat. Like I think anybody who was close with them, like they either one or like, okay, we were not as close as we thought we were, and that's a good thing because I had no idea, you know, that all this is happening. Or two, they were all a part of it and said nothing as well. So I think what's going to happen, I think more people are going to end up getting exposed about the whole situation. I mean, I have some clips for my next video that I already know that I'm going to include that has some names that were dropped in it. So, I mean, I'm just waiting for more screenshots to come out at this point because it's going to happen. That sounds like a threat. Yeah, 100% Vice. It sounds like a threat. They're literally playing Survivor in the DMs, right? Like, who are they going to vote off the island next? They're trying to make Miracle into a double agent and spy. And Nick Dustin, that was my understanding. She was accepted by both sides. Okay, thanks, Smudge. I mean, I'm going to reread it and double check, but I was like, what is going on? Okay, I need to ask this. Where can I go to find out the whole drama in between the two sides, like from the beginning? As I'm halfway missing the story, the entire Here for the Tea and others debacle. Cheryl, if you want to do like the Here for the Tea debacle and start at the way beginning, you're gonna have to go back like 3 or 4 years minimum, I believe. Oh, thanks, Raphael. Yeah, give the live a thumbs up if you like. Honestly, they thought they were in this community. I want to know what Miss Trigg did behind the scenes for a year that she was so nervous about really revealing her identity, right? And Karma, when she was the Conspiracy channel, like her and I talked. We were in the DMs, like, you know, we were like super nice. I'm like, oh, I love your content. I think it's super funny. Survivor Tea Stain Edition. Because yeah, like when she did the Morgan Adams video, I thought it was like super funny. I was like, okay, I don't believe that Morgan Adams is really Spill Sesh, but you know, it's funny. And then like the John McLean is actually an alien video, like yeah. So I just thought, you know, her videos are funny. We were like super nice. But she was only on for like not too long, and then she left, and she said that she needed to leave for personal reasons. And you know, that was that. YouTube was giving her a hard time about the upload for some reason. Oh, okay, that's a different conversation. I hope someone has Trigger Live downloaded. Moody, we do have a copy of the download, yes. Susan 112 Smash like. Oh, thanks, Susan. Oh, she's trying it with you too. Karma, I don't think that she really was trying anything with me because at the time that her and I were talking, I was still under 200 followers. Like, I had like nothing. My channel was like barely anything. I was barely doing videos on a consistent basis. I think at that point in time, I was actually like trying to do videos more consistently. But I mean, I was getting maybe like 15, 20, 30 views in a week. So, oh, thanks for the super chat, Teresa. I gotta go. Can't wait for part 2. Take care and be safe. Oh, well, thanks so much. You take care and be safe too. Hopefully I can get part 2 out. I'm going to try to record it tomorrow. If it's super late by the time I get done, I won't put it out until Saturday though. But I'm going to definitely get part 2 recorded tomorrow and then part 3 recorded Friday. So in that way they can hopefully be out like Saturday, Sunday. I don't remember what I was saying. Before spreading that recording around, remove the private information about Saya. Megan, I like anything that I put up on the screen, I'm going to make sure that anything that shouldn't be there will be censored, unlike the people who put the original live up and they were like, oh, take that down. That's not censored. It's like, if you're going to do this, you need to make sure you have your stuff like that because you're literally putting people at risk. So clearly Mr. and Mrs. Trigg did not think about that when they were done or ready to go, or they did it for some and not others on purpose. I've always been the bomb. Oh, thanks, vegan. The girls want to battle. I don't know what's going on. Are you guys battling over there? He's mad because he doesn't want to be held accountable. When he actually did was worse than them. Oh, okay, that's a different conversation. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, so I'm going to record it tomorrow. If it's too late to put it out tomorrow night, then I'll schedule it to do an automatic release on Saturday at like noon. And then I will record my video on Saturday to release on Sunday then. Hey, Marianne, how are you? Hope all is well and you're doing good. You look sharp with that jacket. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you are doing well. Okay, I'll be nice for Bruce, but one last drama. Okay, you guys must be fighting in the chat. No girls bad. This isn't. Oh, geez. Thanks, Vice, for the super chat. I heard they were into. They're into 3. Caller, I'm not sure what you're talking about. When will you be on Twitch again? Dev, I think I'm gonna like hop on Twitch after this because I haven't played in a couple of days and I need to get on there and do my dailies anyway. So I'll probably hop on Twitch after this. So if anybody wants to come and continue the conversation over on Twitch, if you don't have Twitch, it's free to download. It's free to follow me. It's free to watch. Where I just sit there and play video games and we continue to talk about drama. I do have my Twitch linked down in the description. So that way you can download, you can come and follow over there too. Oh, let's see here. Ellie didn't care that she hurt so many people. Last big play. She accused so many people of yeah, 100%. And I'm sorry, like she can say whatever she wants about that thread. She can say that it was just my intention to understand the doxer. No, the way that I see behind that thread is the thread was put together to narrow down who was actually behind it and put that information out to the public without actually releasing that information for yourself. So it basically led you to the end, but didn't cross the finish line so you could cross the finish line yourself. And that's how I see the point of that thread. Because then she could say, oh, I didn't dox anybody. I was just trying to understand who was behind this account. Just because people found out because of my thread, that's not my fault. They looked into it. That's how I see the point of that thread. I mean, you can disagree with me if you want. That's fine. But that's how I see. But then T-Trigger literally said in his live that he does not believe that that thread is truthful. Like, I mean, she apparently had like analysts like looking into the language that was used and like all this other stuff, and I'm just like, what? Like, who has this much time to be like analyzing people's speech patterns on Twitter for another person? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Doesn't need to buy anything. I don't know what's going on. I honestly wish Ellie would tell a little bit of private admit that although she felt it was right at the time, it turned into something else. I mean, she did say in her live, I will give Ellie that. She did say in her live, because even Dustin said, kids are off limits, right? So isn't this wrong? And she basically said, like, no lies detected, Dustin, you are right. So she did say that she doesn't agree with what happened. Now, the thing is, though, is that getting exposed for it and then admitting that it's not okay is not the same as just not letting it happen to begin with. Like, she was the one that originally sent out the tweet in December, or the message in December, saying, I don't think that this kid is 14. And that's when she wanted to look into him. And even though she said that she didn't, like I said in my video, she literally said in the live, I wanted to look into him. I was going to look into him. That's called intent. Like, so you're planning to do it. But since she didn't actually do it, the only reason she didn't do it was because T-Trigger and his wife were already doing it for her. So she didn't have to go and do it. Otherwise, she would have done it herself. They didn't admit or apologize until they got exposed to each other. And it's an empty apology. Exactly, Dev. 100%. There was no problems at all with what they were doing behind the scenes until they got exposed. Like, and that's the truth. Like, people can say, oh, well, they just didn't want to release information on other people. I'm sorry, but you could have stopped it from the beginning, 100%. Or as soon as that happened, you walk away. If something happens where your information gets leaked, you know where to begin. Oh my god, don't start fighting again. Y'all are great drama channels. Stop with the I'm not sure what's going on in the chat. My question is, why are they even doing this to begin with? Is their mission to ruin other people, ruin people's lives? Susan, that's a great question. That is a great question. And we don't have the answer for that. So I don't get it. Like, Ellie says the reason that she's looking into people is because she doesn't want people to be doxing other people, and she wanted to stop doxing, and that's the whole point of her channel, or the whole point of her Twitter. But she's literally doing the exact same thing that she doesn't want other people to do. That makes no sense. Oh, thanks for the little sticker, Lindsay. Super cute. I'm shocked. I can't believe this is going on. Oh my goodness. Hey, Nick, how are you? Hey, Terrence. Nick, read your DMs before I make an exposed video on you. I love how Bruce doesn't want to know what's going on in the chat. Oh, Jamie, I can't keep up with it. You guys are just typing way too much. They seem like the type of people who love to be right, and they'll do whatever it takes to prove their points, but their points create it's points they create themselves, and that's a bit weird. Oh, 100%. They loved to call everybody else out on what they did wrong, to be saying like, oh, well, you did this even though you didn't know it was wrong. But behind the scenes, they were plotting and planning on how to basically destroy people's lives. Like, how can we neutralize this person is literally what they were saying behind the scenes. Like, and that is just disturbing. Like, if you don't like somebody, like Drama Parody said, block and move on. There you go. End of discussion. But the fact that they're like literally planning in group chats how to take people down is just beyond fathomable. I don't know why they started to get so messy. Brie, I don't either. I have no idea. I'm walking and listening. Hey, Lindsay, you don't have to see my face to be able to enjoy the live stream. That's for sure. And that's also the same thing with my videos. You don't have to watch my videos because I will read out all of the tweets. I lock my block button. Right, Terrence? Block and move on. Block and move on. And for what? Would exposing a Twitter lead to massive views? Maggie, I have no idea. No idea. I wish she addressed the thread. Oh, 100% too, Jamie. And she even said in the live that she was going to address the thread. I mean, her channel is still up, so she could come on and do another live to address the thread. I think that she needs to, 100%. She needs to address that because that thread was trash, 100%. And then I got trashed in hate messages from multiple people about that thread because I decided to call them out on it. And then, yeah. So thanks, Trig, for attacking me in the DMs when you even believed yourself that that thread was a lie. And then you came and attacked me, especially when I questioned why you took down the videos. And you're like, I didn't take down the videos. And all of a sudden the videos magically reappeared back up. And then you said in your live that, oh, you took down the videos because you believed that it was a lie. The only thing that I can tell is that Ellie explained some, but definitely needs to explain more. The Trigs need to address the chat and answer a question. 100%, Nessa, 100%. I mean, at least Ellie was trying. I will give her that. She was trying. She was answering questions in the chat and trying to explain what happened. I mean, I don't think that even trying to explain what happened is ever going to make it right. 100%. No, ever. Never, ever. But at least she was trying to address the chat. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. I've never even thought about them like that. I was shocked when Trig sent me screenshots because they thought I was Saya. Yeah, like apparently like they thought everybody was out to get them. Everybody was somebody else. Like, I don't even, like, who knows what they have on me? Like, I don't know. They probably think that I have like 45 accounts and are following them and like all this other stuff. And I'm sorry, once T-Trigger soft blocked me, I just didn't even like look at his stuff. I didn't refollow him. I don't have him followed on any like sock accounts or anything. Like, it's not a thing with me. Like, no. Like, if your profile is not public and I cannot view it, then I don't go view it because that's just too much work. And if I need something from somebody's profile, I'll just send a message and say, are you blocked by this person? But even if she's going to do that, isn't that even more dangerous? Susan, I'm not sure what you're talking about, though. I'm sorry. Who brought up the DMs? If you explained already. So the DMs about Will were released by Ellie to somebody else, excuse me, who then she gave permission to somebody else to release them to Will. I don't know why she didn't just release them to Will herself. I have no idea why. It makes no sense. Like, hey, Linda, if you wanted the information to be out there, you should have reached out to Will and given it to him yourself, unless I guess he had Ellie blocked. I don't know if he had Ellie blocked or not. Trig was manipulated. I'm dead. Jamie, apparently Trig was manipulated by Ellie from that 2-hour live stream. The Trigs gave extreme paranoia about everyone. Maybe smoking less weed would be an idea. Could be. Oh, got it. Thanks. Okay, no problem. I just wasn't sure like what DMs you're talking about. So, it was Ellie. Are you keeping this up? I need to go sleep. Yep, Chispa, I'm keeping it up. Yeah. Imagine going into somebody's live and arguing with somebody else. Come on, guys. That's what Twitter is for. Oh, Xylee, is that what's going on in the chat? Like, I'm just picking comments as they go by. These people chose themselves to act like they did, and and no one of them said, hey, this is too far. 100%, Linda. 100%. Like, they were both fine investigating a 14-year-old to prove that he was 14. Well, 14 into 15. I don't know when Will's birthday actually was. But it's just like, Night Chispa, like, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind 100%. They attacked me bad for asking questions on threads, and then people like Leah trolled me for it, and Here for the Tea blocked me and talked crap about me because of it. Yeah, Vice. Some people just have way too much time. Like, I've gotten screenshots of stuff that people have sent me about what Leah has said to me after she blocked me and like all this other stuff. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't like utilize the block button until I made my T-Trigger video. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to listen to people tell me that my feelings aren't valid. So I'm just going to start blocking people instead of arguing with people. Aren't there laws people would use to bring up against them for doing this? It could be proven and have the money to follow through. Susan, the only problem though is I believe Will and the T-Trigger and his wife, I believe they're all in Canada. So I mean, I'm sure Will could like file charges against them for harassment because they're in the same country. But Ellie, I believe, is in Australia. So that would have to be some kind of international battle that you'd have to fight. So I have no idea, honestly. And I don't even know, honestly, if they're both from Canada. I know that Trig is. I'm not sure if Will was from Canada or is from Canada. All the way Trig looked into Will and then Ellie on You Live and stuff. It's horrible shows. They're both a step too damn far, in my opinion. 100% agree. 100% agree. Even Sue for asking that, but just honestly, oh no, Susan, like, yeah, if I was in the same country as somebody and they were doing this to me, then yeah, I would definitely, get the law involved because it's just over the top and creepy. And oh, Kate's keeping us on track. Thanks, Kate. Bruce, they came from me because of their opinions back in the day. My mouth got them to block me. Raphael, I'm not surprised. I mean, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Okay, I understand now. That's kind of crazy to do in a national fight battle like this. Yeah, 100%. 100%. When I assume someone is a sock, I look when the account was made, who they follow recent. You don't need to dox and find personal information. Socks can be easily found in normal way. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm semi back. Just watched your video and I feel so lost. Who's Will? Will is on Twitter, an account named Oh My God Expose You. Oh My God Expose You, I think is what it is. Okay, I don't know what's going on. People are getting muted, so I'm assuming people are, I don't know, the battle's getting a little too out of control. I got a question. Let's say Will did turn out to be a fake and was a way older guy. What were they going to do with this information and blackmail him? Great question, Fringy, 100%. Like, did you want this information? Like, if he was an older guy, like, then you could like call him out on it and say, hey, I know exactly who you are. This is you. And unless you do what I say, I'm going to expose all the information from you. I don't know if they were like trying to use his information to like get to like here's now my conspiracy head is running. Were they trying to figure out as much as they could about him to try to find out information on T-Spell, since he is the T-Spell stan and T-Spell interacts with him. Like, was that their whole like master plan, was so they could like dox T-Spell? Like, that's where like my head's now taking the situation. Hey D, how are you? Lord, this thing is in a place within the battle. I have topics. We discussed them. Okay. Man, I'm missing a good chat. Okay. Everything going on? I don't know. I was just like picking comments as they were going by. So hopefully I'm not missing too much. I'm trying to get to everybody, but yeah, D, I saw I think it was Kate said the next one that keeps fighting is gonna get muted. D's live last night was amazing. I missed it because for some reason I didn't get a notification, or maybe I did, but since I was on my computer, so I probably wasn't looking at my phone. I don't know. That's just the way my life goes. Hey, Natasha. Yep, I lost power. Oh no, Bree. Well, I'm glad you got your power back. What about Kylie and Forbes? Oh gosh, like Gail, I didn't even look into that. I guess she's like trying to say like now she didn't like forge documents and stuff. I have no idea. Honestly, this whole situation is a cluster and got me thinking they could have done background checks on everyone, which is just crazy. Oh yeah, Fringy, I am 100%. I would not doubt anybody who, one, they wanted to be in their circle, or two, that they did not like, they looked up information on. So, I mean, with like the things that we've seen so far, it would not be surprised that they didn't have like that everybody was analyzed before they got let into the group. Like, I mean, it's a bit much. Let's just be honest. Why do you think Ellie did that though? Like exposing them both? Do you think that she lost her nerve? And saw them out before he did it to her? Well, Mrs. Smart, she says in her live that I included in my video that the reason that she brought this information out was because they brought out information on her. Like, apparently, like there was some, I don't know, like somebody was like mad about something, and they used like, I don't know, something against Ellie for like an old tweet or something. And so they brought that back up to attention to people. So her response was, okay, well, if you're going to bring this up about me, I'm going to expose you for looking into this child. Like, that's why she released the information. Like, if you go back to the end of my video where I'm playing the clips from her live, it's one of those clips. Oh, Fringy Xylee says you need to go to bed. And the three of them didn't know each other personally, so how could they guarantee he'd be safe with either party having this kid's info? If they actually got it, it's dangerous. Exactly. Like, what were they going to do with the information when they got it? Like, they could say they weren't going to do anything, but if you're not going to do anything with the information, then why would you need it to begin with? There's no reason to go looking into somebody and getting this information unless you have a reason, or unless you have a plan for it, like 100%. You can't just say, oh, I just wanted peace of mind to know that he was actually a child. No. Because guess what? You know, a few months after you started investigating this child, he came on a video and showed his face and changed his profile picture to his face and went on national TV with his face. So basically, it's a tit for tat thing. Like, you dox me and I'll dox you harder. Yeah, exactly, Susan. 100%. They're always on. They always share on Twitter. If you're on there, follow them. You don't. Oh, okay. Ziley's not my mom. Yeah, only a small amount of people know about it. Oh, okay. Something else. They're like, add your family members. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I bet they're watching right now and pissing themselves. Melissa, I have no idea if they're watching or not. I mean, let's be honest, if either of them are watching, I would just say basically explain yourself and then be done. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know, like who knows how many people that they've looked into and have personal information on. It's just like crazy to think about. Anybody who has wronged them, anybody who has disagreed with them, how many people do they have all your information? YouTube just notified me that D was live 23 hours ago. Yes, explanation, please. Yes, 100%. Yep. Explanation and just be gone. Like, think they'll return, or they think they turn, or they think they're the darn CIA. Oh yeah, like, and they're gathering information for like no reason besides to keep it on hand in case they need it to neutralize somebody. I'll use Ellie's own words. Like, there's no point to have this information unless you plan on neutralizing somebody. They're supposed to be the people to go after the doctors, but now they're the one doing the doxing. Yep. Mm-hmm. But they had a chance to explain themselves in the chat, and but all they did was put Ellie on blast. Yeah, exactly, Maggie. But then they said they were going to do a lot. Excuse me. But then they said that they were going to do a live on a Friday, and then like a couple hours deleted their Twitter. So we'll see. I'm sorry, every now and then John channel out there. I'm with Bruce on that. They can always change their voice. Oh yeah, like if it's a channel using a voice modulator that just started, or if it's a brand new channel that is just text only, it's going to be very suspicious, especially if it's a drama channel. I don't know if I said that right, but you guys know what I mean. Not to say that Ellie's hands are clean. Oh yeah, 100%, Maggie. Yeah, I mean, they're both at fault 100%. And like I said, at least Ellie tried to explain herself, whereas T-Trigger and his wife did not. I'm going to start anonymous teaching. Oh, I'm going to side-eye you. Well, thank God. I'm 3 videos in. 3 videos in what? I think there's a conversation going on that I'm missing. What's up with Teacher's Wife becoming friends with a 15-year-old gross? Yeah, see, and Melissa, that's where I'm like with my little conspiracy hat going. So she was friends with him, had voice recordings, and we're gonna get into all this in my other video, my video about them. But yet still investigated him because they didn't think that he was actually 15, but still conversed with him and all this other stuff. And under multiple different accounts, from what I understand. So it wasn't just like a one and done kind of thing. I can't believe they tried to neutralize Miracle. Like, goodbye, get the heck out of here with the creepiness. Right? And the fact that she used the word neutralize is just it baffles me. Yeah. At least Ellie reads most parts, whereas Triggers crop theirs. Right, yeah, I mean, at least Ellie released the full, like, screenshot for, I mean, not a lot of them, but at least she released them. But they did not release a single message from them. Well, I guess there was a couple, but not very many. Trying to recruit her. Xylee, what do you mean? Like, it literally said in one of their screenshots that they were trying to. I'm barely friends with my own teenagers. Yeah, the both just one incident. Just They seem to be looking into multiple people, like some sort of game. Yeah, like, I mean, who knows if they've already reached out to other people and said, we have your information, do this, or we're going to release it. If Chick goes live on Friday, it's going to get bombarded with hate, and he's a fool to do so. Oh, 100%, Fringy, 100%. But we shall see if he does or not. They pissed me off with the oh, okay, Xylee. I thought you were saying that they weren't doing it. I was like, it was in there. It was in the message. I could out debate many adults when I was 15. Yeah, exactly, right? Did you see where Ellie and Trig, wife, wish death on myself? Angela, reality, Paige, vice versa. Yep, I saw that, Allie. That will be in my video about them. What happened with Miracle? Lisa, according to like their messages, they were trying to recruit her. Trigger wife clearly needs friends. I feel bad for her. I mean, we all need friends, but I mean, going about it this way is not a way to make friends. I'm going to make a new drama channel and call it Animosity. That's actually a pretty good name. Honestly, what does doxing really do besides violate privacy? No one actually does anything to you. I mean, it can be used for a bunch of different things. I mean, it can be used for swatting. It can be used for blackmail. Like there's some pretty bad things that can happen with doxing. People have been killed because of doxing, because people released people's information. So it's a pretty serious thing. Yeah, like it's not good. Does you Trigger Wife have her own channel where she just featured on? She used to have a channel called Conspiracy, but then she deleted it. The Trig is way more of a troll. The Trig is way more of a troll. He's a doxer. What if anyone comes for Bruce will have issues, no questions asked? I'm gonna dark on a hunt for information. I'm lost. I'm confused. People get fired. Oh yeah. Yeah, like they will contact your job. If you're in a specific field of employment, they will contact future employers or people who they think might be future employers and tell them false information. I mean, people can basically ruin your life by doxing you. 20 years ago, I did it once to tell a kid's parents what an obnoxious, racist, homophobic troll he was, and wow. Oh, geez, caller. WoW's been out for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I come from gaming. Swatting is a thing. So many streams I've heard a SWAT has had a SWAT team at their house. Yep. Sorry, I got creepy. Oh no, you're fine, Stephanie. In my experience, it happens. I've had the worst trolls online, multiple. I just went all my family's and everything. I'll just post ever. I mean, but it does happen. Not another housewife. Like there's been, like it's been on the news. I've seen multiple videos of people getting swatted online. Like, I mean, it doesn't happen as often as just like harassing phone calls and stuff, but it definitely does happen. Oh, WoW was a great game. Okay, done right now. I didn't ever like playing WoW. I didn't like, you have to play in groups. I'm not a group person. I like to go off on my own and do my own thing. If people want to be anonymous, they should just be able to move on, block, etc. Exactly. I mean, when there was the doxing issue with Trig and his wife, all of a sudden there was a problem. But now that they've been exposed for doxing, oh, we weren't doxing, or we were just looking into the person. We weren't going to release the information. Like, it's just a bit much. But anyways, yes. But so, this is my new chair. Yay! I got my new chair. I got my little pillow here too, that I can strap on it. See? And then I can just like, yeah. And then, I know we're gonna feature my chair. I have a little button here that turns on the massager, and I didn't even know that it had a massager. So I'd have to say that this is probably the best $150 that I spent. What brand is that? Good question. Let me look here. I got it off of Amazon. It is. Oh, this feels so good. Can you guys hear the chair vibrating or no? Let me make sure that there's no. Well, it's called the. It just is called the PC Gaming Ergonomic Office Chair, PU Leather Racing Executive Modern Swivel Rolling High Back Computer Chair with arms, footrest, lumbar support for women, men, adults, and girls. Oh, you can hear the vibrating. I swear, it's not my OnlyFans. Okay. Oh, apparently now it's on sale for $109. Oh no, it still says $149. I wonder why this one says $109. Oh, that one doesn't have the footrest. Okay, I got the one with the footrest and the massager. Yeah, so like on the underside of the chair, there's like a spot that like pushes out, and it turns into a footrest too. Xylee, do you want me to send you the link to the chair? Oh my god, my hair is so long. Men, women, adults, and girls. Yes, apparently, yes. Not boys, Kate. Just men, women, men, adults, and girls is what it says. Yes, because I need another one, to be honest. Okay, perfect, Xylee. After the stream, well, I'm going to end the stream here and hop over onto Twitch. So, yeah, I'll send you the link as soon as I hop off. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming to hang out. If you aren't following my Twitch, come follow my Twitch because I'm going to hop onto there next and play some games on there, do my dailies, and then hang out. If you are new to my channel, definitely subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified for my part 2 and 3 when they come out. And normally I do my lives here every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central, but I moved it this week. So yeah, definitely come check out my Twitch. I have the link down in the description. And yes, I will see you guys over there. Thanks so much for coming to hang out, and I will talk to you all later. All right, bye.